Well, here we are with Chapter 4, Roadside Battle. Back at the mercenary fort, Ike, I've got something to tell you something, listen to this. Settle down, miss. It's too early for you to be yelling like that. Now what's going on? Sword's back. He's just arrived. Really? That's odd. Wasn't supposed to return for a while yet. I know. Wonder what he's doing back so soon. It's probably nothing to worry about. I'll go and talk to him. Where is he? In the mess hall. I think he wanted to talk to Father. Right. I'll go check there. Troubling news indeed. Gather the troops. Yes, Commander. If you've got time to waste, you've got time to work. Get over to the briefing room. Yes, sir. Hey, what's going around here? Bad news. Something big is happening. We need to formulate a plan of action. Soren! Hello, Ike. Long time no see. Happy to see you're back. But what happened? I thought you were going to be studying for a while longer. It's a long story. What's the holdup? Get over here now. Let's go. I'll fill you in later. You probably remember that Soren's been training with another mercenary group. Well, he's back now. And he's got some unbelievable news. What news is that? It's Crimea and Daein. They've gone to war. War? It can't be. That's why I've called everyone here. Soren's got some more information. Go ahead, Soren. All right. Take a look at this map. Ah, it's a map of Crimea. Quite detailed from the looks of it. Yes, this is Melior, Crimea's capital. Our base of operations is right about here. Everything started 3 days ago. I needed to do some research, so I went to the archives of Melior's Royal Library. Without warning, a scream of a terrible beast, a wyvern perhaps, rented the air, and the building was rocked by a tremor. I rustled outside, wave after wave of knights, cavalry, and wyvern riders, each clad in glistening ebon armor. Hold on a moment. Sorry. The Daein army? Correct. Was there propagation? As you know, relations between Crimea and Daein have never been friendly. However, the past centuries have only seen minor skirmishes. Nothing that has ever approached this scale of this attack. It was brutal without warning. Daein laid the capital to waste. I've never seen destruction on this scale before. Swift attack, devastating and brutal, a daring gambit indeed. But if it succeeds, a very well chosen one at that. Yes, the King of Daein would not hesitate to employ such treacherous tactics. What happened next? King Crimea's brother deployed the Crimean army to meet the attack. King orders people to flee the city before the battle reached them. Fearing the worst, I also fled and made my way here. So we don't know how the tides of battle flow now, do we? That's alright. Word of war cannot have traveled far yet. We may be the first ones to know of it out here. You did well in bringing us this information, Soren. I know some risk was involved. It was nothing. Daein invaded Crimea. We may be mercenaries, but it still affects us. What are we going to do? That's the question of the day. How do you see Tatiana? Crimea is the closest thing our company has to a homeland. The Crimean royal family knows how to be generous, providing us with many lucrative jobs. From a morale standpoint as well as a business one, it's our best interest to help Crimea. And you, Soren? I agree with one point. We are mercenaries. We are not Crimea's private militia. No coin has crossed our palms. I think we should stay out of it. So you have us sit and watch as Crimea is overrun? It would. I would. Daein's troops are superior in both numbers and morale. Chances of a Crimean victory are slim indeed. But Crimea is ruled by King Roman, who is known throughout the land for his wisdom. And his brother, Duke Renning, is said to possess peerless valor and courage. Daein may not find victory so easily. Valor and courage are for children's tales. In terms of military prowess, Daein's King Ashnard is every bit Lord Renning's equal. Victory will hinge on the troop numbers and supplies, and Daein is superior in both. I think the outcome is painfully obvious. Curse you, Soren! Crimean's not doomed. To turn aside Daein's initial trust and turn it into a test of endurance. With the Crimean army both demoralized and ill-prepared, they'll simply not be able to hold out that long. All right, that's enough, both of you. I hear what you say. However, we must ascertain the current situation before we decide on any action. We'll get a scouting party to get a closer look at Melior. Ike, I want you in charge of this. Assemble your men and get going. What? Me? Tatiana will accompany you as an advisor. Commander, you must be joking. He's just a boy. He's barely had more than a taste of battle. What do you expect a whelp like him to accomplish? Ah, Shinon, since you're so concerned, you could go as well. Wait, that's not what I asked. Who else? Gatry, Riss, and Soren. That should do. Father, wait. You want me? That's an order. Get moving. There's no time to waste. Yes, sir. Tatiana, I'm going out for a bit. I want you to give Ike some direction. Understood. Yes, sir. Ike, wait up! What? Here, this is for you. And you get the Regal Sword. They'll just ditch an iron sword for this because it's a very good weapon. Sword, where'd you get it? From Father. He told me to come and give it to you. Beautiful. This is the first sword you got and that wasn't a hand-me-down from somebody, isn't it? That's great. Yeah. Well, be careful. Oh, I'm bringing you a souvenir, something nice. I've never been to Melior before. Yes, I'm not going on vacation. Jeez. The capital way. Feeling all right, Ike? You haven't said a word in quite a while. I don't understand what my father's doing. Putting a new recruit like me in charge of something so important? You're going to succeed him as our commander one day. Don't think he wants you to know how to lead? Me? I don't know if I'm capable. Even if I am, that day's a long way off, right? I mean, I'm inexperienced, weak. Nothing compared to my father. I'm not sure about that. When I look at you, I see a young man full of promise. Commander Grill is a great man, but I think you're every bit his equal. In time, you might even surpass him. Don't be ridiculous. Just my opinion. You need not pay it any mind. Yet, if you fear your own weakness, why not take the chance to go out and better yourself? That way will be more in keeping with your personality, no? Suppose you're right. How do things look over there, Soren? Same as here. There are corpses strewn everywhere. There are quite a lot of them, especially when you consider how far we are from the capital. Are they Crimean? Judging by the armor, the vast majority of the dead are Daein soldiers. So Crimea has the upper hand? Just the opposite. I think the Crimean soldiers were members of the Imperial Guard. That means King Ramon or another member of the royal family was on the move when Daein soldiers fell on them. Could it have been Lord Renning? No. As long as the Crimean army still draws breath, Lord Renning will not leave their command. Perhaps another member of the court. We've got Daein soldiers moving in on our location, and they don't look happy. You there. Who are you? What are you doing here? We are no one you need. You're armed. Heed me. Drop your weapons and surrender. Act quickly or else. Listen to me, fool. You're making a mistake. We're not... You're not going to cooperate, eh? Ready your weapons, men. Move in and kill them all. Strong fools. Getting caught up in the skirmish is not part of the plan. They're obviously not going to listen. Grail mercenaries, get ready to fight. Woo, look at this swarm. Alright, Ike. Let's see you handle the role of captain. Well, what are your orders, boys? You gotta say, as long as you hurry up and spit them out. No, I'm thinking. Give me a moment, will you, Shinoa? We have better led with myth than is often tested well. See, we're in the middle of the road. There's not much cover. Soren rays are vulnerable, so we have to protect them from enemy attacks, right? That's a sound strategy. I can attack and have some defense. Good thinking. Do you mean that? Alright, let's do that then. As for the second time in this chapter, Oscar and Boyd are out. You get Rift back, and you also get one of my favorite units in the game, Soren. One of my favorite characters in this game. He's a level 1 mage, and he at least has a little bit of defense backup. That 0 strength, yeah, that hurts a little. Just a little. He's a mage. Mages in this game use 3 different types of magic, so they can really wield different tones. And mages usually specialize in one. They'll usually have one type of magic higher ranked than the rest. Soren has wind magic at D, while the other 2 are at E. And it comes with the wind. It's actually relatively weak. With the might of 2, it is kind of relatively weak. But it's the most accurate of the 3. With this magic of 6, and most things not even having much resistance, Soren can definitely rack up kills here. Especially with his speed of 8. He comes with a depth. In certain conditions, it grants this unit 2 consecutive attacks. This could come in real handy, especially when Soren gets more speed. He's a dark affinity, which, like most things, like most people, it does suit them. He also comes with a Molinary. Like I said, Soren's one of my favorite units to use here, so I'll always do my best to race Soren. There are a whole lot of other mages here, but Soren's only one of 2 that is unpromoted, which is a good thing, and you'll see once I get to promoting Soren. Just saying. Just make sure Soren doesn't get into a lot of melee battles, because he's not going to win much with his 2 defense and his low HP. Well, okay, people that will actually hurt him with melee. He can resist a few things with this resistance, just not as much as Rift. But, like, that's a bad thing. Do you want to reposition? No, I can figure out. I'm good. So we'll save up. I usually don't read these narratives anymore, so it takes a bit of time. And, new tutorial, the Trinity of Magic. Yeah, you see all these soldiers here. You want to make sure, first priority, Rift stays safe. You saw his 0 defense. most of these guys will probably kill him real quick. So first, let's see, an Iron Lance, a lot of soldiers. So be careful where you place Ike, because Ike can't. Lancer's strong here, so like I said, be careful where you place Ike. Get a few archers, a dude with the Night Killer. Majin here has a javelin. With the Knight, you saw how low his resistance is, so you really can't just go with throwing. You can't just go and let Soren just go for the kill. Soren's gonna get killed first. Very likely. Soren will be killed first. But, first priority is protecting Rift. So you want to get a formation that protects Soren and Rift, actually. Because they will gun right for Rift. So this formation should work pretty well to begin with. Because nobody should be able to get to Rift. Is your first. And nobody should be able to get to Soren either. But Rift is your top priority to protect. Soren being positioned where he is, see here, he can just kind of snipe off kills with wind. I can make it hurt a little here. And he may have a little harder time hitting people. That's the only thing I really recommend you do at the start of this chapter, is make sure you find a formation that protects Rift and Soren. I don't know why people think it's just okay to try for Gatry. I'm still confused on that one. Alright, so Soren go after him, but Soren's gonna get a kill here, so let's do that. Oh, this is a critical right off the bat. Welcome, Soren. Welcome to the group, Soren. You can get that guy. Or I'll just roll an area up. I probably shouldn't have done that. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how this works. So I'm just have some formation just preventing.